Okay, so in today's lesson, you're going to be learning about area, and you're going to review some basic concept of area that you may have learned in third grade, and then have some practice solving for an area model. So just to begin, some keywords that you're going to need to know for today's lesson is the definition of area is the size of the surface. So yesterday you learned about perimeter, which was the fence around the yard. Today you're learning about area, which is how we would measure the grass or the inside of the square. So we're looking at how much surface area is inside the square, the rectangle, the triangle, whatever shape it is that is given to you. So there are multiple ways that you could possibly be asked to solve for area. So I'm going to show you how to solve a few of the different visuals they might show you. So the first one is a rectangular or square shape that has the lines drawn in it for you. It's already divided into a grid. Okay, so this is a 4 by 5 square or rectangle, excuse me. And one way that you can solve this is by simply counting up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so the area for this particular square or rectangle is 20. I solved that by simply counting the grid, or the cubes that are within that grid. Another way you could solve this is you might get a shape that looks like this. And if you notice, I don't have all whole squares. There are some that are cut in half. Keep in mind this is a freehand draw, so the ones that are cut in half, I'm assuming, are the same size. So in order to solve something like this, you're going to count up the squares. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 whole squares, and I have 1/2, 2/2, which would equal another whole, so that's going to take me to 9, and 1/2 and another half, which would be another whole, which is going to take me to 10. So the area for this particular shape is 10. So I started with 8 whole numbers. Okay, so 8 were my whole. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I got to 10 by adding up my 4 half pieces, which equaled 2 wholes. So 8 plus 2 would equal 10. Finally, this is another example of a visual that has the grid on it for you. So you could count it up. You could count by threes if you wanted to. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and you would know that your area is 18. You could count them individually if you need to. And in the next slide, I'm going to show you how to solve it without having the grid. So if you really needed it, you could draw out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 columns and 7 rows, or 4 rows and 7 columns, excuse me. And you could go through and count all the boxes if you wanted to. But if you want to save time and you want to do a different method, you can just do 7 times 4, and your answer for 7 times 4 will be the area that is within that shape. So 7 times 4 is going to be 28, and that would be the area of that shape. So if we go ahead and we go back and we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, so I have 28 squares within my shape. So pretty much that's how we're solving area. The biggest thing is to remember that area is the area within the shape, whereas perimeter is the area around. the shape, measuring the fence around the shape. Okay, so at this point you are all finished with today's lesson. Go ahead and go on Google Classroom and fill out the form for today, and then you may either finish the homework that you were given with me, or you can go on one of the area games that are on Google Classroom.